Hi Cancer, it's Esoteric Tales and Tarot, and this is your January 2024 crystal ball scrying and tarot reading. If you can hear any snoring, it's from my little beagle-eared dog that's on the cushion down there who's relaxing whilst I'm doing your reading. When I was scrying in my crystal ball, this one's going to be a bit brutal, Cancer, for whoever's listening in, but I got this song called, it's a new one, it's from Ella and Sienna. They're an Australian duo, I believe, and it's called New Year's Kiss, which you'd think would be a good thing, but actually it's like you're looking over at somebody else it's like a recent relationship ending, and you're looking over at the person, almost spying, or you're at the same venue and you're looking at them having a New Year's kiss with the person who you used to be with. So Cancer, you fellow watery emotional signs, don't torture yourself and be looking over at the past, because sometimes Cancers, similar to us Scorpios, can do that. We can almost you can go into the victim mode a bit and be looking at the past instead of focusing on the future. But this song, New Year's Kiss, has come up, and yeah, I'm seeing, I do have like watery emotions coming in here, blue colours as well. Perhaps they wear blue a lot as well. Like maybe there's something significant about the colour blue, their favourite colour, or something that's quite significant with different coloured blues, but it's like your mood is quite blue. And that's just the possibility of blocking off good, new, fresh energy, because, the perfect part about this time of year is closing out cycles to bring in the new, Cancer. So, being watery, emotional signs, it's not so great for us to look backwards on past things. It takes us longer to get the new energies coming in. I'm going to take a look at the tarot portion of the reading just to see what's coming up for you. But Cancer, there's new people on the horizon. Yeah, look, we've got the Nine of Wands coming out straight away. So I feel as though, emotions are really high with you. It feels like perhaps you were in a relationship that has, there's battles going on. Maybe a partner's left and there could be children involved, and, maybe it is one of those things where you're feeling quite overwhelmed, and like you just feel, this is what I was feeling, Cancer, just this kind of exhaustion coming out in your reading. I'm just going to put a little bit of incense on just to give us a bit of extra insights through the smoke and a bit of more protection from the energy too. But bringing in the new is what we need to do, because we don't want to have this energy coming through for us, because we're about to start our new year. So let's not take anything from the old with us here, Cancer. Opportunities to sort of go, okay, well, that person wasn't the right one, and I think looking over at people, sometimes people are sort of pretending as though they're happier than they are as well, but also some people just recover quicker than water signs do, because they move on faster, and we're still processing and analysing and assessing. Yeah, you've got the Seven of Swords. So somebody could have sort of the feeling as though somebody's stolen away with your person, or stolen away with something that was of value to you. Just keep an eye as well if this is somebody who's bolting off here with sneaking out the bedroom window here with the bags and shoes. It could feel as though you've caught somebody in the act as well. Gosh, I'm sorry, Cancer. This is not what I wanted to be reading, but here we go, bringing in the world energy. So something does need to close out, something needs to end, bringing in a new cycle for you. So this is more your 2024 energy. So of course I'm reading this right at the end of December. this feels like it has to be flicked off. You are just coming out of something that, you know, whatever this is, it could be that there's arguments, maybe something physically was stolen as well. Perhaps there's been deception, something behind your back, Cancer. But New Year's is going to come around and you're better off, you know, getting into your fabulous fashion. And, you know, this is more fixed sign energy, you know, more like your fellow Scorpios who are more, you know, got that more stable kind of, you know, fixed energy here. So, you know, try to harness some of that sort of Taurian, Aquarian, Scorpio, you know, try to sort of get a feel for what that would be like instead of feeling sort of like you're scattered and all over the place. So maybe come out with a bit of a bang over the New Year's, and summer in the southern hemisphere, winter in the northern hemisphere. But get dressed up and you're making yourself look fabulous, I think, is going to help you a lot. You know, Cancer, spend a bit of money on yourself and, you know, put on your favorite things, get out of the house, do your hair, you know, go to places that you love, because it could be somebody new to meet who's got the same hobbies as you. Here's beautiful Empress energy here. This is more like it. Now we're talking. We're coming out of this, leaving this behind. So the Empress here is fertile energy for new projects, new hobbies, new occupations. Of course, it could mean literal fertility there for you, if that's something that you've been trying to bring in as well. I just saw that there's the Temperance there too. It could be to do with a Sagittarius, but you know, feeling like you are abundant and getting out in nature. You've got the Queen of Cups here, so your own energy coming through here, Cancer. So yourselves here being in emotional, stable energy, feeling very happy with yourself, your cup's full. Could be also a Scorpio or a Pisces type energy, or coming in the season of Pisces, where you're going to start feeling a lot more like you're more emotionally stable in that time. And, you know, getting that whole again, I just think she looks quite glamorous there, and as though, you know, she's got her feet in the water there. She's got beautiful jewelry on there, and she's out in nature and she's relaxing. And, you know, Cancers feel really nice by the water too. So taking yourself off to the beach, a lake, a river, maybe you are just having some nice things around, going out for a nice meal, taking yourself out, and surrounding yourself with people who are more like-minded with the type of energy, rather than looking back at others. Here's a beautiful Aquarian energy as well. Could be an Aquarius that's coming into your life, or it could be in the time of Aquarius, but beautiful energy here too, like looking up at the stars, stargazing. Another thing that Cancers love to do as well is being out in nature and lying on the grass and then looking up at the heavens, asking for help at this time, sort of saying, you know, I'm going through a bit of a stressful time. And it brings in this beautiful energy here. Nine of Pentacles is very comfortable in their own skin. It's a beautiful card for feeling like independent but abundant at the same time, working on your projects, bringing the money in, and just overall always feeling as though, you know, being out in nature is rejuvenating you, and like, you know, everything that you touch can basically turn into pentacles. So it's really lovely energy to have, especially when you're feeling like you've got this challenge coming in. So I feel as though, since this is on the bottom of the deck, it's the most powerful energy that we've got there for you, Cancer. So working on your career path, you know, this reminds me of the Japanese blossom trees as well. It's quite beautiful there. So what's their season? Is it end of March. Yeah, coming out of this energy. So it's turned over the other way. So coming out of heartbreak now, leaving that energy behind back in, here's a 3, back in 2023, because it's not going to serve you to focus on it anymore. You know, the 7 of Swords is completely unpleasant, you know, feeling as though it's yeah, someone's sort of stealing away with your energy. So bringing in the new energy, asking for help, bringing the balance in. We've got the Star card again here. So clarifying here this end kind of energy, and that, you know, it could have been an Aquarius that was the person that was here, you know, feeling either Aquarius that stole them away or an Aquarius that stole away in the night. But it also can just mean that in the time of Aquarius, you're going to again have this ending of that cycle and feeling as though you're more abundant and coming in with this new world energy. It's actually really a great opportunity, Cancer, just to flick the person off. So funny because, yeah, again, 7 of Swords. So you've got, you know, it's hardly any cards on the table, and you've got 2 doubles coming up here. So a 7 of Swords, to say coming out of it now, because it flicked out upside down. So that was an upright energy. Now I'm clarifying it by the World card, saying once you step into this new energy, this turns upside down and becomes less painful, less traumatic. It starts to come out of your life and walk away, and you're going to feel really, really good once you focus on yourself. So that's the key message. And yeah, try to do it, because Cancers can hold on to things, you know, and go round and round and round in cycles instead of actually ending them. And this is the Death card, which is like endings and rebirth, death and rebirth. It's time to have the death of whatever that relationship was. It wasn't serving you, but cut it out of your life there, Cancer, because whatever was upsetting you, whether it's in a, you know, may not be in a personal relationship, although this is what I am picking up, you know, this New Year's kiss feels like you're looking over at somebody who was starting off with their life, they're going in the new direction, and you're kind of looking over in almost a sort of, yeah, in a very sad kind of reflecting, you know, ruminating sort of way, like this woman here. And the best way is to turn the Death card upright. You know, it could be Scorpio energy involved here, but cutting out the energy so that you can bring in this Empress, you know, finish off the old cycles, get rid of it in 2023, leave it behind. This one sort of did a topsy-turvy, almost flicked over. So you've got the 9 of Rods. So, you know, in this case, because it was, I saw it in both ways, and I can't help but sort of going turn it back up the right way. But you know, communication, lots of back and forth. Just be careful with it, that it's not to do with you know, have it upright, have it more as a fiery, passionate energy towards the new you, rather than communicating, you know, fiery things, sending them off with old people here who you don't need to be communicating with. And I just noticed then too, it's the 9 of Wands, of course, how, you know, 9 of Wands, 9 of Wands. So we've got on the table here 3 double ups already out of, you know, six main cards. So it is a really big time for you. You know, this is a big deal, whatever has happened here. But keep yourself upright to have the passion side of this, to help her come out of this energy into this. It almost looks like it could be, you know, the same type of energy of the person, where once they've sort of stopped reflecting, they can come in and be their true selves. And we've got the Moon card here, where it's funny because we're in a full moon sort of cycle that's happening at the moment with the last couple of days of the full moon. So the energy's still around. And, you know, again, taking the best qualities out of the moon of looking up at the stars and asking for help from your angels and guides and ancestors, and, you know, looking to the stars, also getting perspective on, look at the stars of how many there are and how many people there are in the world too. You know, here we go, people in the world, just looking at that. And, you know, this one person that has done you wrong is not the one for you. You know, they've made you feel heartbroken, and there's just so much more opportunity. And there was something that was hidden, and it's probably been brought to light now with under the illumination of the full moon. Third party, I would say there was something deceptive going on. It looks like there's too many people here in this sort of Cancer. I think there's just been, perhaps it was around drinking that you noticed that this was coming up, where you spotted the extra energies that were coming out. And it's time to leave that off now. You know, you don't need it coming into the new year. It wasn't the right person. I know it's easy for somebody to say, but you know, you've got this opportunity to really, the best thing that you can do when you've had something like this happen is to put the energy into yourself so that you are this abundant, independent, and make them kind of, you know, wish that they hadn't have messed things up with you. You know, it's nothing better than heading off and having a fabulous life, Cancer. And you've got the unrequited love card, so there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. And sadly, that is what we have been picking up through the whole reading. So yeah, look, it was unrequited love. It wasn't the one, Cancer, and that's why it's unfortunate that sometimes people's behaviour, when they're not mature enough to kind of deal with a breakup properly, they can do things like bring extra people into the mix so that it's, you know, almost like a really harsh kind of fast ending to something. But I'm sorry, Cancer, that is what I'm picking up for you. And of course, January, you know, get your fabulous selves out there. Maybe you can have your own New Year's kiss and enjoy yourself. Like, I haven't seen, you know, anything really, you know, there's no, you probably might look at this and think there's nothing really to look forward to, but there absolutely is. Like, this is the energy. If you look at these two together here, this is what you're wanting to have happening, Cancer. You know, it doesn't matter if you're male or female or however you identify. It's the general feeling of being fabulous and kind of putting your energy into your projects and your creative pursuits and your hobbies and your career, and pouring all of the cups of, you know, emotions that you know that you have there, Cancer, into yourself. So pouring all of your energy into yourself is going to be the way forward for your start to your new year. So I hope you had a wonderful Christmas, and I hope you spoilt yourself. And thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. Please let me know how this reading relates to you too. That would be really helpful in the comments. And I'm hoping that you find your own New Year's kiss, and that it's somebody far hotter and more fabulous, Cancer, because that's what you deserve. Thanks for listening, and I'll check in with you soon.